Hello, my name's Steve and welcome to the Seaside Allotment channel. Now, today is the last sunny day before we get some real cold easterly winds, a kind of a bit of a reminder of last year's Beast from the East. So I thought, great day to do a tour, enjoy a bit of sunshine. Let's just hope the glare's not too bad. We'll start off looking around the polytunnel and then we'll look around the plots, and hopefully this will be a quick one. So it's early morning in the polytunnel. It's about 10 o'clock on a Sunday and it's 55 degrees because I've had the doors open. Humidity's down a bit. It's quite nice actually in here, really nice. So let's have a quick look round. Lettuce beds are doing really nicely. Peas are starting to come up, thank goodness. I've been waiting patiently for those. But it does look like they are actually going to germinate. I'm not bothered showing you much of the lettuce beds because they're all pretty much the same as they have been on previous tours, but I have started to pick from them now, and yeah, they're doing pretty well. You know, my intention is, as I've said on many previous videos, that these are kind of my reserves for winter, but of course if you don't pick them, you can't keep them in good condition, so you have to keep picking. So I've just got 3 little plants here. Can't resist investing my profits in plants. And I've got a little kiwi. I've got a little blueberry. And I've got a little trailing blackberry that's meant to go in a hanging basket. So all lovely little plants for snacking on when I'm working down here in the summer. So really excited about that. All my brassicas are still growing on very strongly, very pleased with these, just quality is just superb. I really want to eat them all, but of course these are my reserves for the bad weather, so hands off Steve, wait until it's snowing. And yep, all looking really good. Celery is beautiful, and popped in a little bit of coriander here. And I think pretty much that's everything that's going on. Not much left on my bench, just these overwintering brassicas. Just potted up some spinach beet, perpetual spinach. I'm not quite sure whether I'm going to have anywhere to plant those out, but we'll see. I'll definitely plant them out next year if not. And the broad beans are just starting to come through. These are the reserves, just in case I get any gaps in the ground. And that one, as you can see, doesn't have much soil in the pot, so that's probably why that one's come up first. But yeah, everything's looking really nice. So I think I've finally finished planting outside. Just popped in that bed of lamb's lettuce, some of my favourite winter lettuces, although it does need a bit of work to clean it. These beds of little baby salads for overwintering. They look like they're all taken quite nicely. I think I maybe lost one. There's another bed over there. Spring onions are doing beautifully. Well, all this outside stuff's doing beautifully. We haven't had very much rain at all. In fact, we're a bit short on rain. But yeah, these beds are all looking good. All of these salad beds are looking fantastic. Let's just have a little quick peek in that one. Look at that, lovely stuff. More overwintering stuff. This is something that I've definitely changed this year. Put a lot more baby lettuces in to overwinter. So I get some top quality, hopefully, lettuces in early spring, rather than lettuces that I've been harvesting all the way through to spring, which they tend to be a bit tired by then. Fitted a new gutter to the or downpipe to the second gutter on the roof, and I took Muddy Boots' advice and made this one from an old, I think, sardine tin or something like that, which just proved perfect. And just a little bit of adhesive around there, and that goes down into that water butt. So pretty much got all my water capture stuff done. Another bed full of overwintering lettuces and some lovely Chinese cabbage that's starting to grow quite strongly now. Another lovely bed of Grenoble red, which I'm harvesting at the moment, and another bed of baby leaf stuff which will be harvested in the spring. So it's all looking lovely. Next job is to give these gooseberries a good prune. I've not had much luck with these gooseberries. Lost a lot of the leaves to sawfly and a lot of the gooseberries to some sort of downy mildew last year. So I'm going to give them a real good cut back. I'm very pleased with this little charred bed now. It's looking in top-notch condition. Another lovely salad bed that we're currently harvesting from, and one over there as well. And the last of the salad beds. Absolutely gorgeous, the stuff. This is a Salanova red. I don't really recommend the Salanova green for overwintering, but the red, it's really beautiful. Quick look at Debbie's plot. Strawberries and garlic coming up nicely there. And we've got some amazing purple sprouting broccoli, which we'll be enjoying in May. Not quite so good is the whitefly on here, but still, got to live in harmony with nature. More strawberries, looking lovely. And Debbie's just lopped the top off these kale plants, red rebor I think they are, and they've served us really well, but I'm kind of hoping that we'll get some regrowth from all these little junctions here. We'll see, rather than just pulling them out. Anyway, that's Debbie's plot. That's looking really nice. Just did manage to plant a few little Carvalho Neros in here, and they're doing quite nicely as well. Not quite as well as the polytunnel ones, but they're actually the same batch, but they're doing pretty well. So we'll just take a quick walk and go and have a look at Jennie's plot, and everything's springing to life there as well. Pretty pleased. So here we are on Jennie's plot. Very little to do on here at the moment. I seem to spend more time videoing than I do anything else on this plot. But we are getting some lovely harvests. Again, all this is various different types of broccoli down here, and we're getting a lovely harvest off these. Colettes are doing quite nicely. I do love the colettes. Gorgeous. Field beans are coming on well. Kind of wish I planted these in lines because I'm a bit of a neat freak, and I just broadcasted them, but it would have taken a long time and involved lots of walking on the ground. Although this is going to be the brassica bed, so a bit of walking wouldn't have done this any harm. The leeks are looking a bit scrappy, but I did plant these. They don't look very impressive, but they're actually planted about 9 inches underground, so when you pull them up, actually huge, and yeah, actually not too bad. A little forest of colette plants, all at kind of different stages, and that's one of the great things about colettes. They do give you such a long extended harvest, and some of them look like nothing at the moment. You know, just look at these, like nothing at all, but these will all spring to life later on in the season and grow quite big. So almost everything in the onion beds are doing pretty well. There's 3 different varieties over there, and then this is the garlic bed down here, and there's pretty much all of them have come up. There's a few gaps, but I'm confident that they'll push through in the end. These strawberries are starting to, these are runners that were planted in October, and they're starting to push through quite nicely now with new growth, which is always nice to see. And these elephant garlic are all pushing through as well now. So that's really great. And then finally we've got these few little bits of late planted kales down here, Carvalho Nero and Red Russian, and a little bit of curly kale, and I'm hoping that we'll get a decent crop off these, but it's touch and go. However, this newly planted strawberry bed and all its interplanted kale is all doing great, so can't really complain, can I? Just giving that brassica bed a bit of a tidy up. That's 5 minutes work. That's about what it takes to keep Jenny's plot in order at this time of year. I was trying to resist picking these Brabants, they're so gorgeous. We've got loads of apples in store that we should be eating first though. So I've just popped home and I'm pleased to say that the tomatoes in the conservatory are still doing really nicely. Getting a lovely little harvest from those. Quite a range of plants in here. So I started to tidy up the back garden. I thought I'd have a quick look round with you. I've just taken the tops off these carrots because these are ready to go inside now for storage. I thought let's just have a quick look and see what sort of quality they are. That is beautiful. So that's what I want from a carrot. That's going to store great. Let's just pop that back in there. So I've got 2 boxes with that sort of quality. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, look at that, fantastic. And obviously you probably get them a bit bigger than that if the containers have been a bit deeper. These were planted quite a bit later, and these are also Autumn King. Let's have a look at one of these. Yeah, these have not done as well, and I don't think I prepared the soil as well for these, but anyway, still not so bad. And I've got some more in here, and I think a similar sort of, yeah, not as well prepared. Anyway, not too bad, pretty good. But I know what I'll be doing next year, preparing the soil the way I did those, which is the method that I learnt from Nigel, who does the Muddy Boots channel, which involves just putting standard multi-purpose compost in here, then making a carrot-sized hole in there, filling that with fine seed compost, and then obviously planting the carrot seed 1 per hole. Well, actually 3 per hole, and then just trimming the tops off 2 of them to let 1 grow on. Almost all of our golden beets and red beets have been harvested now, but I've got this one bed and it's got a lovely crop in it, a lovely harvest. So this is going to last us at least until winter time, not winter time, until the end of the year, and then we'll start on the stuff that's in the store. I just planted up this perpetual spinach bed from Runners, and really pleased with the way that it's coming on. It's growing really strongly. So I only put those in maybe 2 weeks ago, so pretty good. Got a few more carrots here and some really fantastic colettes. Milan there, destroying that tree. Yeah, perpetual kale tree is doing very nicely. Let's look at the trunk on that. It's great, and fantastic. Really succulent leaves, these. Really lovely. Got some more perpetual kales here. Some really nice chard as well. In the last really bad storm, we lost a lot of the branches off that perpetual kale plant, and Debbie just stuck them in water, and recently I planted them up, and it looks like out of probably 10 that we lost, 4 of them have taken really nicely, and we're going to have some really nice plants here, which I think it might take to the allotment, but I'm not sure. And that is pretty much it. Just got all the strawberry beds that have been all cleared, got all the blueberry plants down here and over there, and I think we'll call it a day in the back garden. Okay, so that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon.